I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. How is everybody doing today? Okay. Happy Monday, child. It has been a long day. If y'all can hear the sound of my voice, let me know by putting your city, your state, your country, your island, your continent, wherever you are from, into the chat. That way I can give you guys a shout out real quick. Okay. Come on through, y'all. I'm trying to do something a little different to make sure that I have all my people here. I see Sacramento, California. What is up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, what's up, Chicago? Hey, Texas. Come on in. Hey, Kevin. Okay. Let's see what type of smart stuff you got to say today. Come on in, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure y'all hit the like button too. And if you cannot hear me, let me know. What's up, Indianapolis, child? What's up, what's up, what's up? Let me put myself on camera. Hold on, I'm getting there. I'm getting there, child. Y'all see the thumbnail. We are talking about Kenneth. Kenneth had some things to say. He talked back about the episode on Saturday night. So I'm going to tell you guys about that. Fallon is out here wilding, okay? It looks like she has a new business endeavor. I'm going to tell you guys all about that, what she's up to. Marsau, okay? I had talked about him the other day. I told y'all, is this man where I think he is without Tisha again? And yeah, I got some more on that, so we'll talk about that. We're also going to talk about Brandi Glanville. Okay, things aren't improving for her, and I have some other stories as well. So I need everybody to check on in, okay? What's up, Kentucky? What's up, Oakland? Hold on, y'all. Okay, I think I got it. What's up, baby peaches? Okay, y'all, let's talk. Let's talk. I'm here. I'm here. Okay, I think I got it right this time. I do. I'm trying to look at my comments from a different screen, so I have a whole new setup to see if I can be less blind. You know what I'm saying? Because, child, I be squinting and pulling my face all the way up to the camera. I know people are tired of me. Why does my camera look? My camera looks dirty. Hold on. Let me see if I can clean this up a little bit. DC is in the house. What's up, DC? Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, girl. Okay. Y'all, I think I got it. Oh my goodness. I might have a better experience today. All right. So listen, we got a lot to talk about. 114 of you are here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Also, I think I saw Lady D Keys in here earlier. So anybody that you see with a purple wrench behind their name, they are here to make sure you have an excellent time in the chat. Okay. So, I don't care if y'all have different opinions. That's cool. Just don't go after each other and don't go after me. Okay. I've had enough stuff happening in my house today. Okay, what's up, Miss Missy? Nice to have you. What's up, Tony? Glad to see you. Okay, listen, a couple of things that I got to get done. First, I want to say thank you to Bondi Blue for coming into the chat yesterday when I was doing my review. I did not see you, or I would have said hello, because you know you're my fave, baby. I was over in your chat last week talking about Marquez, child. I even left you a little message. I think you saw it, so you must have came over to see what I was talking about. It's weird seeing you without the hat, digging the look. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I have to show people that I'm not ugly. You know what I'm saying? People be talking all kinds of crazy, child. I can wear a hat and look amazing, or I can take that fucking hat off and still look great. Okay. What's up, Maryland? Nice to have you, North Carolina. Anyway, love Bondi. Yes, I love Bondi too. So I was upset because my sister actually, she was helping mod and she sent me a text, but I wasn't paying attention because I was being super animated. And then when I went back to look at the comments, I was like, oh, Bondi was here. Damn. So anyway, I just want to shout out her real quick and tell her thank you, because I appreciate her supporting the channel, supporting my work. You know what I'm saying? I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. What is the other thing? I want to show you guys, because I have been taking the time, baby. Every single day, I have been taking the time to do a Black Excellence post, because in my opinion, there has never, ever been a time where we weren't excellent from the time we were here on the planet. You feel me? There is more brown people. There's more people that look like this than anything else on the planet. Y'all know that, right? There is more brown people on the planet than anybody else. And for whatever reason, you know, history has gotten us locked into some of the crazy shit. Erica Badu, yeah, I'm sensitive about my shit. You know who I'm talking about. You love the posts. I appreciate that. So I've been doing these posts every day. And honestly, it's what I do anyway. Like, it's just something me and my sister were taught to do. Like, after you get out of school, you're not going to be taught history anymore, right? So you have to like look for it. And so we do it all the time. But I did not realize how disconnected people were to us, unfortunately. And so I have been doing this. I hope that it is reaching people, because there's a lot of smart people. There's a lot of smart people out here that know better, but will keep people in the dark so that they can keep control of your mind. So don't let them do that. When you start hearing people say shit like this, go on ahead and start quoting these actual factuals so that, you know, you can feel better about yourself. Teach people the right way, and then they'll stop repeating the bad shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, let's talk about this young man right here. His name is Freddie Figures, okay? He is a self-taught innovator who at age 19 launched Figures Wireless to bring internet and phone service to underserved communities, okay? In 2011, at age 21, Figures received the FCC approval, became the youngest American telecom licensee, and then also the first Black-owned operator of a telecom company in the United States. By 2020, Figures Communication actually served millions across 80 countries, offering wireless plans, mobile broadband, and smart TVs, and international service. This young man is the bee's knees. Do you understand? He is the bee's knees. He has taken pictures. He has been photographed with multiple presidents in this United States and outside of the United States. He has connections with almost everybody. I looked at his IG page. I was impressed, okay? So if y'all got some daughters or granddaughters out there, child, go on ahead and have them reach out, slide into his DMs and say, hey, big head, this is the time. This is a time to push that button and send that hey big head text. You feel me? Okay, he's too young for me, and I am married already, but you know what I'm saying. Go on ahead and hook your granddaughter, your daughter up. Yeah, he has been all over the world, okay, and literally has taken pictures with dignitaries and presidents. So there you have it. And that happened when he was 19. That's when we heard of him at age 19. Before then, that's when he was getting it all together. Okay. He has lots of pictures with his mama and his grandmama, and they are dark skinned. Okay. Look, I'm just saying, okay, pick that husband. This is how you do it. If y'all aren't actually researching yourselves and making sure that you know the circles to hang in, okay, all you're going to hear about is Nicki Minaj and her nasty mess, okay? Because I am about to gossip about some shit, but I'm just saying, I feed my mind in the morning. I do feed my mind, okay? Anyway, let's see, who else? I also want to say happy birthday to the president, the only president, Obama. Happy birthday to him. What's up, New York? Nice to have you. Hey, Taya. Nice to have you as well, child. Make sure that y'all hit that like button for me. Hit the like button, share the video, please, and thank you, child. We got lots of stuff going on over here. That nasty mess. Who? Onika? Yeah. See, they do this takeover on social media, and that's fine because that's what social media is for. It's to be entertained. But sometimes we forget and we put way too much on social media. We try to make it like this. It should be an educational base. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, sir. Do the work. Okay, girl. I got you. Okay. The other thing I wanted to share is this, because y'all need to know this information right here. Y'all know that the last election, I think the last 2 elections, was full of bots in particular communities on social media, specifically the Black community. And then there were some other underserved communities to basically steal the vote, right? And now it has come out that bots account for over half of global internet traffic. Half, just so that you're aware. So there is a lot of accounts where you see people that look like you. That's not you. Those are bots. Those are pretend accounts that's there to get you to do something or feel a way about something. And you're thinking, oh, well, this might be information I can use. And that's why you need to research everything, because it doesn't take much. They serve over half of global traffic. That's a lot. Okay? So I do want to make that clear. Please be careful on the internet. Even though we grown and we think we got it, we don't. We don't. I promise you. Okay? What else? Keep talking, child. Bots are scammers. Bots are like scammers. And I see people arguing with bots all the time. I'm like, you don't know that's a bot? You don't know that's a bot? They'll come under your comments and say something raggedy when you're trying to talk about politics or something. They're bots. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? They got all the time in the world to F with you. Trust me. All right, let me take this other post down. We're going to get into some different news. Let's start with this one. What did you say? I already got a book called Being Black by Zeri DeFranchi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right. And I have learned more about myself. That is awesome. Yeah, you feel good, don't you? When you wake up in the morning and you know the truth, child. It makes you feel good for sure. A one-sided argument. Yeah, for sure. What's up, lies, more lies? Welcome to the chat. Okay, y'all, let me get the first story up. Okay. Share my screen real quick. So this isn't the best news, but it's definitely news that we should know. And it has to do with an unauthorized festival that happened in Los Angeles. So there was some injuries out there. 2 unalived, 6 injured in Los Angeles last night. It was another mass pow-powing. It was an unauthorized after party that happened after a festival. So this is pretty sad. This is coming by way of Neighborhood Talk. They said it happened last night around 1 a.m. on 14th Place in Griffith. I don't know if anybody is from there that's in the chat. They went on to say that there were multiple parties happening at once, one of which was specifically unauthorized. During that patrol, the LAPD officers shared that they saw someone entering the unauthorized event around 11 p.m. on Sunday night, leading them to shut it down. And then there were over 50 people that was in attendance, but one was arrested for having a pow-pow. Hours later, officers went back to the same location and they discovered there was more shots fired. 8 people were hit, with a 29-year-old man and a 52-year-old man being unalived. The rest of the victims' age range between 26 and 62 years old, which is completely unnecessary. That is unfortunate. Kevin, I do remember you telling me that you were from LA. I think I had an LA background one time. You told me I recognize the buildings. So yes. So prayers to them, child. What's up, Felicia? Nice to have you. Welcome to the chat. Prayers to them. Everybody stay safe. Y'all know how people get during the summer, child. I don't know if it's the heat or people are just eating bad food or what, okay? But it's getting wacky cracky out there. Wacky cracky. Anyway, let's move on. I have another story for you. This hopefully will save somebody, child, because y'all know people like to get in the water during the summer. I do. But make sure you don't have any cuts or open sores or anything like that, because apparently there is a flesh-eating bacteria that's also unaliving people or making people sick, okay? 8 unalive, 32 sick across the Gulf Coast states. And this has to do with residents, I guess, just trying to jump in the pool or get into the water. Apparently there is some sort of bacteria, flesh-eating bacteria that's in the water. 75% of the cases ended up having an infection because of the seawater in Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama. Y'all hear that? Florida, Mississippi, and Alabama. So if you're traveling down there for your little vacation, just keep that in mind, child. Sometimes you might just have to lay on the beach and look cute. You feel me? Get your sunscreen on and let that be. If you want to get in the water, go on ahead and get back in the shower and the bathtub or in the pool, but keep your ass out the ocean, okay? I'm just saying, you never know. My husband loves to swim, okay? Loves it. I will be on the beach like, okay, I can't see you no more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was pretty awful. Moral of the story is don't get in the ocean with open cuts. That's the moral. Cuts, any type of open cut that could take you out of here. So be mindful. Sometimes we don't think about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stay out of lakes too, right? The shower is the only water that I'm in. Okay. Child, you just never know. What's up? What's up? Okay, here's the next story. Hold on, child. I got him. Let's talk about Brandi. Let's talk about Brandi Glanville. Listen, Brandi was I thought she was a very attractive woman. Okay. I know that she probably had some enhancements, some injections in the cheeks and the lips. Did she have the duck lips? I don't think they got ever ducky. You know what I'm saying? But she had nice full lips and she made sure she had a certain aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? And then she started posting pictures of herself saying that stress over there on the Bravo sets had taken her face out. And there is something that's accurate. You can have some sort of stress that starts, I guess, eating at your skin and causing it to look like it's deflated. I didn't even know that. I had to look that up last night. And I was shocked because I was like, damn it, I'm never going to be that stressed. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome, Marnice. I appreciate being appreciated. You feel me? But it has gotten worse. Okay. Take a look at Brandi. She's now trying to, I guess, maybe fix her face a little bit, but she has suffered a chemical pill after attempting to kill the parasite. Look at the before and after. I should have said trigger warning before we started this, but look at the before and after. Brandi, I believe, is in her 40s, child, and she's suffering. She is suffering through some things. So Brandi Glanville, this is coming from Mr. Housewives. He said Brandi Glanville, or as I like to call her, B Diddy. Y'all remember Brandi was groping somebody in the bathroom, child. Anyway, he said B Diddy. He said recently posted this TikTok trying to show the aftermath of applying, of all things, child, Nair, the stuff you put on your legs to get rid of the hair, applied Nair to her face in an attempt to get rid of the parasites she claims is ruining her skin as a result of a major facial rash. So from what I was able to read, it actually feels like there's some sort of, like there's a bug or worm under the skin, and it crawls. It crawls all over the face. So now, everything that I read, because I know that she's gone to some doctors, there was a few doctors who said she does not have a flesh-eating parasite. They are actually blaming it on bad injections, bad fillers. So I know that people are filler crazy, and there's all kind of, reports coming out now about how the fillers migrate and causes your face to swell and your bottom of your jaw looks huge. They're saying that now. So they're just now releasing this after taking thousands and thousands of dollars upon people's money, having people come back every 6 months to get these damn injections. And now they're saying that they migrate and they can, cause more damage than good to your face. But there also is really horrible injections, I guess if it's a bad quality, that will do to your face what you see happening to Brandi's face. So just so you know, even though Brandi's saying it has nothing to do with filler, all of the professionals are saying it's most likely a bad filler. Okay. Child, looks like we are all going to be aging gracefully again. Okay. And by we, I mean y'all, because I'm not doing the facial. I'm not doing the facial fillers, child. I have always been a little scared, but yes, I'm like, as much as I would like to get these hollows underneath my eyes filled, I'm like, add 2 tears in a bucket. Not going to happen. I would be so upset. I wouldn't even know what to do with myself. Brandi, on the other hand, she keeps showing everybody her face. She does not have any problem showing people her face, child. She's like, if I got to see it, you got to see it. So there is that. Oh, good luck to her, because that is bad. I can't imagine being that, Brandi's beautiful. So when you have, she's a beautiful woman. She was, at least. Having something happen that drastic to you, I can't even imagine how that lady is dealing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we grace, child, delicious. It's our superpower. I am so amazed at how many of us ran to the doctor. I'm like, baby, we got a superpower. We don't have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Anyway, get your superpower back, okay? Age gracefully, gracefully. That's right. I just live with cracks, girl, okay? Put your toner on. Your toner every day, 3-4 times a day if you have to. Get a good moisturizing toner and your face will look completely nice and plump. Thank you. Thank you. The risk is not worth the reward. I'm just going to age the way it was intended. Yes, yes. What did Nene say? She said there's going to be a whole lot of people in the nursing home with big asses. Look like a bumblebee. Yes, you don't want that to happen. Okay, 279 of you are here in the chat rocking with me. Okay, I appreciate every one of y'all. But hit that like button, please, and thank you. Hit the like button. Talk to me. Let me know what y'all think about Brandi and this damn face. I don't know what's going on with this lady. She has a lot going on. Let me put her back up. Hold on. Brandi is beautiful. LOL. I guess if you say so. I mean, Kevin, she looked better in the past for sure, but I don't think she was an ugly woman. I don't think she was an ugly woman at all. So I'm not going to do that to her. I'm not even going to call her ugly now. I'm just going to say I pray that she gets the rescue that she deserves. Okay. I'll be 48 next month. Okay. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday to you. Let me know when you come back through. She's going to be scarred. It's awful. Mm-mm-mm. I remember Brandi's husband. Who did he have an affair with? Wasn't it a country singer? Was it Shania Twain? I forgot. It was somebody. You'll be 53 on Wednesday and you wear it with pride. A to the man, okay? Absolutely. Come on in, everybody. Welcome to the chat. You're in the bushes listening, self-care day, enjoying the show. Cool. I love when you enjoy the show. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Listen, this is what I always say. Don't mess with your superpower. We all have one or two or three or four. Okay, don't play. Okay, thank you. It was Leanne Rhymes. Okay, y'all remember. Y'all remember. Y'all said leave Shania Twain out of it. Okay. And Eddie is still fine, according to Malicious. I think he got remarried. He used to do the Tyler Perry movies. I remember. He is the guy that all the black girls thought was hot for whatever reason. I do remember that. Okay, come on in. Come on in. That is hilarious. Anyway, let's move on. We were talking about Brandi, RHOBH, Beverly Hills. Let's talk about Denise Richards real quick. Now, listen, when it was announced that Denise Richards was getting a divorce from her husband, a lot of us thought, or at least I think it came out from her PR, that she was not going to bring this story to reality TV, that she was going to sit this one out. She's not looking to talk about this on reality TV. But clearly Bravo made her an offer that she could not refuse. And bam, y'all see that cameraman following her? She looked like a little stick figure. Yeah, she's back on the show. She will be talking about this on the next season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. On Saturday, they did catch her filming in the streets of LA with Erica Jane and Sutton Strack. Okay. So, yeah, money talks. All right. She was walking down the street. They showed her going in, having lunch or dinner or whatever she had going on. So she will be bringing this story to television if anybody's interested in that, and we shall see what else she has to say. My guess is she is going to share all of those horrible little secrets that she was trying to. Oh, did she say she was coming back? Oh, you said, Michelle said, I've been said she was coming back. Yeah, because I was going to say, I remember her specifically saying, I am not coming back to this show. I'm not bringing this back. Child, Andy Cohen himself must have called and said, child, this is a check. How much can we give you? Okay. How much more do you need to bring this shit back to the show? And they've been talking about the abuse. So sure, I'm guessing she got a nice little penny to come back. Okay. Let's move on. Let's talk about, I told y'all the other day, I think it was Saturday, I had talked about Denzel Washington. He has a new show or new movie actually coming out with Spike Lee. It's a Spike Lee movie. It's called Highest to Lowest. And they are saying that this movie is thunder. Okay. It is everything. And I cannot wait to watch it. I do just want to promote it. I am a Spike Lee fan. I love him. My sister had bought me all of the Spike Lee CDs, the DVDs, I should say, all of the Spike Lee DVDs for my birthday. She can't stand Spike Lee either. So that just shows you how much she loves me. She can't even stand them. But she was like, girl, here's all of them, all of them. And I still have them. I watch them every once in a while, child. Even though I could just watch them on regular TV too. You just have to buy them. You're going off track. But you watch the OC Housewives, and Tamara looks like she's aged. There's somebody over there on the OC that said they have what Brandi has with the face. She's another person who gets a lot of injections. What's my favorite Spike Lee movie? I'm going to say School Days. I don't know. I really love all Spike Lee movies. I can't even explain it. I'm just, it takes me. But School Days is the one that I like to watch over and over. Okay. You're just a boo trying to find something to do. Child, I love that shit. I'm such a nerd. I hate myself sometimes. Come on in. But I do. I love all of Spike Lee's movies, watching them from beginning to end, like the progression. Oh my goodness, Malcolm X was amazing. Mo Better Blues. I was just talking about Cinda Williams the other day and how she ruined her whole career when she tried to come out and say that Denzel, attacked her on set. That was her last movie. She didn't get any other big roles with anybody, I don't believe. You don't care for him, but you do watch some of his movies. Why doesn't she like Spike Lee? I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't even think I asked her, child, to be honest. My sister says she doesn't like something. I just be like, give it to me. I don't care. Let's see. They asked Rena to come back, but she declined. Okay. So people are calling out their favorite. School Days, Crooklyn. What's your favorite one, Kevin? Okay. School Days is your favorite too? Okay, see? School Days is my favorite. I love Lawrence Fishburne. Lawrence Fishburne was half-ass fine in that movie. It was a great movie. Cinda Williams. Remember Cinda Williams from Mo Better Blues? She was the light-skinned lady who, he had two girls, right? Spike Lee's sister and then Cinda Williams. Cinda Williams came out and said that Denzel Washington was, I guess, teased her on set and she didn't take it very well. So they started poking fun at her like, girl, you this newbie on the set, get your shit together. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she basically said she was blackballed after that Spike Lee kind of put the word out there that she was difficult. And she came out and talked about it. And I was like, I can see how that would happen. You are a newbie, like you're working beside like one of the greatest actors ever. I would just hush. Sometimes you got to live and have some damn experiences before you start coming out and talking about everything. Learn how to hold your tongue. You don't have to tell everything that happens to you the second it happens to you. You know what I'm saying? Get a chance to work it out. You know what I mean? She Gotta Have It is your favorite. Yeah, running your mouth can always get your ass caught up, and it may not even be worth it. You know what I'm saying? Shut up. It's Denzel Washington, for Pete's sake. Jeez. Okay. Who else I got for y'all? Let's talk about Fallon Pina, who is married with 2 kids by Jalen. I was about to say Jalen Banks, but his name is actually Pina too. He took her name. So Jalen Pina is the household name. Okay. I heard that there is a lot of women who do that. I had not heard that before, but I understand it. I believe that might happen. You were in the 11th grade. It came out in 1988. Time to get it straight. You ready? Okay. Let's talk about Fallon. So look at here, you guys. Fallon has made a post saying that she has a new book called I Fell in Love with the Help. Okay? I fell in love with the help is what that says. I kid you not. And then she posted, this was the book I was scared to write until now. Okay? So she is trying to put a little money in the bank and strike while the iron is hot. You've had this last name long enough. She is trying to strike while the iron is hot. So yeah, poor Jalen cannot catch a damn break. I tell you, every time the joke is out on him, the joke is always on Jalen's head every single time. Okay, but yeah, that's not all. That's not all. Because I told y'all, I know y'all were yelling at me saying, he's not the help and blah, 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 blah. We didn't get this story from anybody, for everybody who was yapping about it. This came directly from the horse's mouth. And the horse, by the way, is Simon Guobadia. Simon, okay, says, this is coming from Housewives. Housewives from a housewife is what that IG is. She said, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Fallon Pina announced her upcoming book entitled, I Fell in Love with the Help. The title refers to how her current marriage was established while she was married to Simon Guobadia. Okay. Will you pick this up? 22% of y'all said, yes, I will pick it up. 78% of y'all said, no, you would not pick it up. Okay. I don't know why. There's a lot of people out there who support her, and they need to get salmon a peach. Salmon. Hold on. That's not it, child. Let me get the rest. Anyway, the other part of the post was that it was actually Simon who said that Jalen was the help, and he also called him the pool boy. That came from him. That wasn't a joke that was put out there by the bloggers. I mean, even though we did repeat it, it was Simon who put that damn joke out there. He likes to be embarrassed. Well, at this point, because it's not the blogs or social media, it is her. She does this too. She does it all the time, and y'all can't tell me she don't. Hail to the gnaw, child. That's what he is. Okay. Salmon. I don't know if y'all meant to write Simon and it just it was like a typo. It corrected it or something. But I read that in the chat. Happy for them. They broke up for a minute. Well, they broke up for a minute. Now they are married officially. They did show themselves getting married, child, and all the things. But yeah, next time y'all hear somebody make a joke, just know that clearly Fallon feels the same way. She's out here making the same jokes, okay? Why she married the help, child. She's about to tell it. And I'm not going to lie. If this is a real book, I might come on here and read y'all a couple of chapters. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? You meant to say Simon, but you said Salmon. Or you meant to say Salmon. Okay, that's hilarious. Okay, let's move on. Let's talk about Kenneth Lee. Kenneth Lee from Love and Marriage Huntsville. Let's see. Can she go back to her private life? We didn't ask for this book. No, that's the beauty of it. You didn't have to ask for it. She's going to bring it every time, okay? That's the funniest part about her, is that she literally goes out there thinking she's being funny, but the joke's always on either her and mostly Jalen, mostly him. Okay, please don't read the book. I'll see. I'll see. Okay, let's talk about Kenneth, okay? So I know some of y'all didn't watch the show on Saturday night, but Ken had gotten into it with Marquez, and people, they started sending him messages and telling him they didn't like what they saw, okay? You are a big ass dude. You shouldn't have done that. They started telling him about himself, who they thought he was with Trisha. They let his ass have it. It was over 288 nasty ass comments on that man's page. And I kid you not, I was like, whoa, this is a novel. It was bad. But yeah, it's unfortunate for him, okay? He tried to get ahead of it, I guess. And he came out and said, y'all be telling me about that show like I ain't the person y'all talking about, okay? Like, I ain't the person y'all talking about. Then he said, I'm not a bully. I'm not a bully. I let that shit linger for too long. I let that shit linger for longer than I should. End of the day, we both grown men. Don't jump in a cage with a lion if you a little puppy. Okay? So he started it off like that. That's his post. So his Facebook, his IG, it was dinging and a ringing. Do you hear me? Bing, 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 bing. People was letting his ass up. And he decided that he was going to answer the call by making a post and saying, "Stop talking to me about this fucking show like I wasn't on the show. I know what I was on the show." Anyway, too bad for him. Hold on, child. You definitely put your hands on that man. He didn't deny it. He just said, "If you a puppy, stop playing with the lion." That's what he said. Oh shit, Kevin actually is giving Love and Marriage Huntsville. Hold on. He said actually LAMH episode was the best so far. So episode 3 was the best so far. Watch like 10 minutes of episode 2. It was total trash and you threw it away. Yeah, I said that episode 2 was probably a 7. That's what I gave it. But 3 was the best one so far. I agree with you. Trisha is a bully. Martell called your girl ugly, though. Martell called your girl ugly. You didn't do shit. Are you saying that man is afraid of Martell? Is that what you're saying? Now, I am going to say this. It was I think it was in season 8, whenever him and Martell meet up at the bowling alley, and Martell sees him and goes, "Oh, shit." Like he mouths that. And then when he gets up, when Ken comes over, he immediately picks up a bowling ball. Martell's a thinking man. We call him dumb a lot, but he was like, "Bitch, just in case, I don't care about security. I don't care about, these cameras. What I do care about is you ain't fucking up my face, okay? If I have to, I will." That was a move, okay? That was a move. I remember when we were young and back in the day, people were able to smoke and stuff like that. And there used to be glass ashtrays and stuff in public. But people used to tell us how to fight. Like, if this happens in the club, you're supposed to grab this ashtray and boop, boop. I was like, oh, okay. We had to learn how to get stuff started. Martell went and picked up that bowling ball, and it wasn't even his turn. Clock that. Okay. I actually like Ken. I like him too. What's up? Come on in. Episode 3 is the one you like. I know. I heard you. Anyway, let me read y'all some of the other comments, just because he answered a few of them, but he couldn't answer all of them. When I last looked at the page, there was about 288 comments. Okay. So let's look at the other thing. Hold on. I have to let it move past. My eye is running. Okay, we'll start with this one. So someone came in and said, maybe the way they displayed it wasn't how it happened, but when he walked in, that lady was visiting, and she's talking about Sharon, was rude to him. It wasn't her business to be mean. She could have spoke, and that was it. But again, maybe it was more than what we seen. But that lady was out of place. That kind of shit, I think that's how she meant it, that kind of set things in the wrong direction. And then Ken says, hold on, I can't even see the comments because I got the show comments on the screen. Hold on. Ken's response was, "I appreciate your opinion, but I think the one thing y'all forget is that this is real life for us. So tension can have already been there due to real life happenings. In my opinion, Sharon was being Sharon." I said Sharon was being Sharon too. And if y'all would have recognized, if y'all would have saw what happened, if you're paying attention to the screen like I was paying attention to the screen, when Marquez walks in, Trisha's talking to Sharon, and then Trisha puts her hand up like, shh, like she's like, "I don't know who just walked into my house." And Sharon looks back and her eyes buck open like she was surprised or she was scared or in shock. And that let me know that she thought he overheard her talking about him. And he did, because that's what he tells Maurice. He said, "I walked in the house, they were talking about me. And I had to tell Sharon, if you want to know about me, talk to me. Don't listen to her." And I was like, it wasn't even your place to say that. So he was kind of wrong. He was wrong too, even though the way they cut the scene, he was wrong. So anyway, that was one part of it. Let's talk about the other child. Welcome, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. Thank y'all for coming in. Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? I'm operating a lot of shit back here, so be patient with me too, child. Anyway, someone else said, just felt a little funny when you told him that was your family. Y'all remember that? That's the comment that's pissing a lot of people off. You shouldn't have told that man that was your family. How dare you? Okay? You're garbage. You deserve blah, 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 blah. Okay? Come on in. Come on in. He wasn't wrong defending himself. Who wasn't wrong? Marquez, or are you talking about Ken? What's up, everybody? Come on in. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Hey, Erica, my friend. I appreciate you for coming in and supporting. Anyway, so yeah, this lady said, listen, you were out of pocket telling that man that that was your family. Who the F do you think you are? Okay. And Ken said, I'm not offended. Y'all just got to stop assuming so much based off the TV show. Shit was filmed months ago. And then he came back and said, y'all heard him say, he gave me Trisha and them kids, okay? So technically, in his words, it was him. That man abandoned them. Anybody taken up for him is crazy. Is crazy. Oh, my eye. Hold on, y'all. Damn. I don't know what I did. You don't want to come into someone's house uninvited. True that. I agree, girl. Don't come into people's house uninvited. You don't know what people got. And the whole entire world at this point is crazy. Assuming that somebody is going to, give you grace is not the right thing to do. But anyway, let me see. Lies More Lies. I know Lies More Lies is not a Ken fan, child. She said, I don't give a damn. Ken wants everyone to turn on Marquez and praise him for being a simp. Okay. Make sure you get over there in them comments too and tell him how you feel. It was 288. You be 289. You hear me? More lies and more lies. You get over there and you share your feelings. And now he comes back acting like he's been there. Like he's been there all along. And let's not forget the real tea here, because this is what people keep overlooking. That man was fine in Atlanta doing absolutely motherfucking nothing until he saw that them kids was going to be on television and he wanted to come and flash them green eyeballs on screen. Why do we keep giving that pass? That's a real thing. That is what it looked like, and that's damn near how he said it. So I'm not sure why we keep doing that. I'm not sure why we keep doing that. That's bull. Hey, everybody, welcome to the chat. I appreciate y'all. Let me make a troll account. No, you go over there as Lies More Lies. You hear me? Go over there as Lies More Lies, and you give your honest opinion. Let me see. Now that Marquez is no longer on LAMH, what does Trish and Ken have for a storyline? I don't know. Well, I'll say this. Well, listen, we're only on episode 4 coming up Saturday. This was his last episode. He didn't even film a confessional. So after that shit blew up, that was it. That's how it looked. So he didn't even film a confessional or anything. I wish we would have gotten a confessional from him, but he probably was done with it. It's real because Ken pulled a blicky on Marquez because Marquez threatened to go to his car to get his, but Ken already had one on him. And that was before, just an FYI, that was before the second time they made up, I thought. And then, what went down recently. But Marquez has been posting pictures of Trisha from back in the day when she was an early 20-something. So maybe things are better now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the chat. I see y'all, 379. Hit the like button, please, and thank you. I appreciate y'all. Let me get this last comment up here before we talk about the one and only Marsau. Okay, so check this out. How did I go back to the beginning? Damn. Okay. So someone wrote a long ass comment, because this is the longest thing ever. They said, you shouldn't be trying to incorporate Marquez into your family as a third party. Chris Fletcher said it best. You're not trying to marry Marquez, are you? Okay. Let that grown man figure it out and right his wrongs. You seem like you're trying to raise him. You stepped into a toxic situation, a marriage that had not ended, still hasn't ended. You started a family with another man's legal family. You moved in with a woman that didn't find it necessary to get her divorce since she was moving on, even though she's moving on to keep her comfort, I'm sure. She's calling Ken her comfort. She said, but she don't like you either. Okay, I'm sure she doesn't want to remarry. She loves the stability you offer. However, the question is, does she love you more than the stability? In my opinion, okay. This is the last comment I saw him answer. He said, the fact that y'all come on here making these crazy ass assumptions is insane. That intuition only works with other people's lives, huh? Because you people sure do have a hard time figuring out who actually likes you or figuring what's best for your own life. LOL, crazy. Anyway, those are the comments that he answered. But when I tell y'all, Ken was getting dragged on his own damn Facebook page and he didn't even close it. He didn't even close the page. Okay. He just got kicked. I told y'all in my review that Ken got his ass handed to him in that scene with Chris Fletcher and his bestie Will. That comment section did him dirty too. Okay. Let's see. Ken is a side piece. Oh shit. Here comes lies, more lies, child. She said 100. She agreed with everything that he said. She's preaching. All right, hold on. To be honest, Ken and Marquez give something else on the low. Just saying. Okay. You think? Ken should keep cussing them out. Anyway, I'm just going to say, I don't care. I know y'all going to get pissed at me. It is what it is. I'm not mad at Ken for stepping up and stepping in if he likes the mom. If you like the mom, like the kids too, okay? Don't be a Maurice. Don't be a Maurice and take a whole woman on in your life. And, somebody reminded me of this the other day in the comments when I was talking about all the shit we saw on screen where Maurice was doing certain things that looked like he was leaving Monster out. Somebody reminded me that there was an actual episode where Maurice brings home Carrie out for Monster. And Kimmy looks in the bag and said, did you get anything for my son? Did you get anything for Jalen? And he said, oh, I forgot. I would much rather have a man like Ken than a man like that. Do you hear me? That is some dirty dog shit. Go on ahead and buy them kids their dance, whatever uniforms and all that shit, because that is dirty. That is dirty, and that's the stuff that Nightmares is made of. Okay? I forgot about that, but that person reminded me in the comments, and they are absolutely right. Come on in. And I'll say this too, because we had that whole conversation and people was blowing up the chat. They was talking. We were talking about how bad Maurice was with Monster that we could see on screen. But we forget stepmamas be having a hard time with those bonus daughters too. They have a hard time with the bonus daughters. Don't act like they don't. Okay, I know a lot of girls, friends who have bonus daughters or grew up as a bonus daughter. And for some reason, especially with girls, the biological mom or the new wife, they don't want the girl to have what their daughters have. It's wild. I guess it works on both sides, but that shit is wild to me. He'll be fine. He signed up for it. Okay. Let's see. Marquez is a lame. Trish is a lame also because both are using the kids as weapons for the storyline. Now Ken is stuck in the middle of pure insanity. Best advice, leave and let her get herself together. I think they're broken up, to be honest, but I don't know. A lot of people were saying they'll believe it when they see it because they think it's a storyline. Your team Ken, sorry. I'm team Ken. I think that even if she's not the woman for him, I would rather have a Ken than a Maurice or a man that doesn't that treats my child different. I want you to treat my child like they're your children. I think that's honorable. I think that's admirable. And folks don't have to like Marquez to tell Ken that he was wrong. He didn't have to put his hands on that man. Okay. I think Ken is a good man, Savannah. Facts. Okay. I like Ken. Marquez is a bum. Anyway, let's talk about all of it, because we were giving the men a bad rap, saying, making it seem like the women were the best. Oh, the women, and the men are suck. Child, there's a lot of women that suck. There's a lot of women that suck at being step parents too, and they are just as bad as Maurice. I don't know what the affliction, but I do know that. You remember Maurice bringing food only for his kid and not for Jalen? Yeah, that's some horrible shit. Listen, you got to train people. Some people hate step parents. It's weird. I know. I agree. It takes a village to raise a child. It really does. Yes, Ken, throw up how much you do for Trish and the kids when it doesn't go his way. Y'all saw one argument with them people. And lies, more lies. Don't forget that Trisha was making Ken look like a fucking idiot the whole season. And I don't even hate Trish, but Trish had one job: either shut up when Martel walked into that room and took his hand and said, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Martel." Shake that man's hand back and don't say shit else. You knew you were coming on this show. But for her to sit there and get offended, go back home, try to get Ken to get involved, ruffle, try to wrinkle Martel's school clothes. There was a lot going on that wasn't right, and he felt a way. So it's going to come out. He might not have fought the way you wanted him to fight back, but the fact of the matter is he started off calm, cool, and collected. Like, if something's going on, you need to tell me. I don't want to go in the rooms where everybody is sitting here giving each other eyes and talking about shit that I don't know about, and it has to do with you. That was a real reasonable request. And she was playing dumb like she didn't know. And let me just say that playing dumb when someone's, you're trying to have a rational conversation, that's dirty work. That's abusive. Don't do that. Don't do that, okay? That'll make you turn a table over. Those are triggers. Y'all be ignoring the triggers and y'all be like, you should just sit there and take it. No. Bitch, I pay for everything in this place, okay? That's when you start telling them, are you out of your mind? I pay for everything. I pay for them cars. I pay for those. Okay? However he speaks, y'all know he has a funny accent. It's like an LA, Alabama accent. I don't know. He should have left then. Well, they did break up. They did break up. And then they got back together. Just like folks do in real life. You break up, they piss you off, and you're used to a certain thing, and you think you can get through it, and they come back together. Anyway, that was the other thing. Now let's talk about, y'all keep talking to me in the comments. Thank y'all for coming through. 427 of you are here. Hit the like button, share the video, all the things, okay? And we're going to talk about Marsau. He did do that. Nobody pays attention to that, though. I think because Marquez speaks like a mouse, people think that he's not throwing jabs, okay? But he's throwing jabs. When he said, Trisha, my kids are traumatized because of you. Bitch, you just moved here yesterday. Like, who do you think you are? Like, there's certain things you don't do. Anyway, the other day I told y'all that, did Marsau go to Rome without Tisha? To Rome? To Italy? Like, what is going on? Did he go to Europe and take a tour? And I didn't know if it was like one of them fake TikTok backgrounds or if it was real, but he was there with his son, and they were giving each other the thumbs up, and it was real cute. And I was like, well, maybe he did some sort of vacation with his son before he went off to college. And he did. He really went to Rome. So Marsau is out here living big, child, going to Rome and things. Let me put this up real quick. Hold on. Going to Rome and things. And I was like, oh my goodness, take a look at him. You see it up there? Roma, Italia. Okay. I'm going to read that to you in a second. Y'all see it. I had to actually, he said, bitch, you see my location? For everybody who was acting like I was, I went to a different Rome. I'm in Rome. Okay. Just in case, don't play with me. And I think he is standing out in front of the Colosseum. He can't take his kids to get a haircut. Listen, you gotta let them live, child. That was back in the day. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, Marsau have already shared, even though people don't want to believe him, he's come out and said, listen, I will admit I have been disconnected from this family. He said that he stopped drinking for a year in order to get his shit together. He said him and Tisha were about to break up. He said, I ain't gonna lie, we were both talking to lawyers, and then we decided, we decided to go to therapy, and that's where they are, I'm assuming. But I was like, check this out. He has a different energy now. He has a different energy. He doesn't take the kids probably to get their haircut still, but they've gone to church together. I've seen them going to church and the kids go to church so infrequently, child, that on Easter Sunday, they were singing Christmas songs on their way to church. And he said, I have done my kids wrong when they was in the car singing Christmas songs. That's not part of the storyline. What are you doing? They weren't even filming. Y'all believe everything's a fake storyline. Now, even though people tell y'all they done broke up, they divorced, y'all will believe that anything bad. But God forbid the people try to work out some shit. Listen, they're building that big ass house. That's not a storyline. They got to get their stuff together like you would in real life. They just happen to be bringing it to the show. But anyway, let's read what Marcelo had to say about Rome. Him and his namesake, MJ, were out there. A father-son memory, a father-son experience. Marcelo said that Rome taught me a lot. I saw buildings that were here before Christ, built by men and women who were great. For me, that ends this goat shit, okay? What's done in life echoes in eternity. Look at Marcelo being deep. I didn't know Marcelo was deep. He said, if you want to be great, the currency is time. If you want to leave a legacy, build one and dedicate your life to it. It's okay to be average. Most people are. But if you want to be good, it will take much more effort. But if you want to have the audacity to even think about being great, the idea that you should stand out when billions of others have been on the same earth with you for the same 24, the thought that you can live a life and make a mark, that generations will remember your name, the idea that you're so good that your work will outlive your existence. It's going to take a fucking sacrifice. And the currency of greatness is time. Okay? And Tisha Scott said, great message and definitely worth reflecting on. Oh boy. Okay. Oh boy. Let's see. Those Scott men are not limited with words, just actions. Okay. Let's see. Such a hallmark response. Always talking a word salad. Exhausted. Child, the tears that is really coming out of my eyes. Let's see. Now that how you cheat and still win. Want to keep Wanda out. Child, let's see. I never seen him walk that walk. Well, he's saying now that he's been to Rome and he saw buildings built before Christ, he said the same
24 that was in them is in him. And now he's going to come out and, take the time to be the great man he needs to be. He said pretty much a similar when he said he stopped drinking. He said, I can't do this anymore. Ciao, ciao, ciao. This is truly a reality show, and I've never seen such a bit of women wanting Black families to break up while cheated and not cheated a lot. Yeah, I don't know why people want these people to break up. I don't. I've never reported like this, by the way. Let me say this because people love to rewrite history, child. In my entire time of reviewing this show, I have always said I would never ask anybody to break up or report on their story and in a way that says I want them to break up, because I think that's bullshit. Okay, stay off the internet. That's not fair. But I would never do that. I don't understand why people think Tisha should leave him. Girl, let Tisha sit there and be with her family and take in what God meant for her to take in. Okay, there's a poetic moment for every experience. Ha ha ha. Marsau, they're throwing tomatoes at you, bruh. Okay. Words don't easily impress me. Actions do. Finish my business office. Okay. That will be something to see. I hope he changes for his wife and children. I'm not going to lie. I think he has been changing. I really do. I think that he has been changing. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own two peepers, just a little bit. Marsau is out there singing karaoke every night, him and Tisha, singing at that bar. And I'm not going to lie, Marsau thinks he can sing. No one wants their marriage to break up. Tisha and Kimmy can speak up without a divorce. All right. Anyway, y'all, those are the stories for now. Okay, that ends the live for now. I hope y'all had a good time, because I really did. It was fun. I felt like I was having fun. Come on in. You've heard him sing. Yes, Marcelo be over there thinking he is, I don't know, the world's best crooner ever, singing all the jams, okay? CC and Reese. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more, okay? But I do appreciate every single one of y'all who came through to hang out with me this afternoon. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Simply Susie. Make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? Everybody should have hit the like button on your way in. If you don't, hit it on your way out, okay? You are a part of the DYANAROZAY show, and I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I appreciate my moderators who came through as well. Okay? I need everybody who has a comment, in particular you, Lies More Lies, to get your ass over there and tell Ken how you feel about him. Okay? You guys, make sure you're following me on all of my platforms at DYANAROZAY. Okay? All of them. And I will catch you all on the next one. Bye-bye.